Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides bringing you Apollo Square in my guide for BioShock Survivor Mode without no Vita-Chambers. I got so excited I got ahead of myself apparently. Well yeah, we're doing Apollo Square today. This is a much better level than Olympus Heights, I will admit. Although it may be a little bit more difficult than say Olympus Heights, but nonetheless it's still one that is probably not as hard, I guess you could say. I don't know, I found Olympus Heights difficult, but Apollo Square actually killed me more than Olympus. But Apollo Square is actually shorter than Olympus Heights. The reason why I'm so excited is because I'm so close to getting this over with. I mean, I love BioShock, obviously. It's just, I just want to get this guide ready, get this guide over with so I can go on to my next guide and all that good stuff. And hopefully get to do my next Let's Play on my main channel as well. Now right here, there's gonna be a group of splicers taking down a Big Daddy. Let them fight it out first. Do not engage just yet. If you want, you can skip the Big Daddy. Just go on your merry way and just basically ignore him. But if you do that, the splicers will basically see you and start to attack you too. You could also take him out at the same time if you wish, but I recommend you don't. I recommend taking out the Big Daddy by himself. Once he takes all the splicers for you, which he's more than likely going to. I've never really seen all the splicers actually kill a Big Daddy before in my life. Big Daddies are too powerful for such, measly enemies, I have to say. The thing about this level is you start off with the lot 192 in effect. Basically, your plasmids are going to change every, I think it's like a minute or so. So I used this to my advantage. I mean, of course, this is RNG and a little bit luck-based, but I was using Target Dummy. If you actually end up getting Target Dummy, which you might, more than likely, because you usually start this level with like Winter Blast or Security Bullseye anyway. If you get Target Dummy, you can use it for like a one-shot chance to, take down the Big Daddy that way, like I did there. But, again, it's just a one-shot thing. Like, he's going to fire it at it a few times. It's not going to disappear, and then then you're going to hit him. He's going to figure out that, hey, you're hitting me. You're in trouble. That's pretty much how it is. So the problem with it also is plasmids will actually change while I'm harvesting little sisters or rescuing. It depends on which side you're going for. To be honest, for no Survivor or no Vita-Chambers on Survivor, I recommend harvesting little sisters. But there is a good thing to doing rescuing as well, because you get hypnotized Big Daddies. And since once you clear out all the little sisters, Big Daddies are basically just big douches in the way, so you could actually use, if you wanted to, hypnotize Big Daddy to your advantage. But, again, it's something I just didn't want to do this playthrough. I might have made it harder, I don't know. Maybe harvesting made this guide a little bit harder for me, but I did actually beat this. I decided to go ahead and just basically just get it over with and just beat it, and hopefully ignore the background noise. Cicadas are out, it's summertime, people are mowing, air conditioning will be going off, my fan will be going off, a lot of things. I had to mute my TV, I'm playing, Mortal Kombat 9 right at the moment, so I decided to mute my TV. I kind of want to play it at the same time I'm doing this, but I gotta do this guide, so yeah. Whew, alright. We got a lot of stuff to cover, it seems like. So you take out that first turret, of course you're gonna get attacked by a bunch of nitro splicers. And I think there's like 2 nitro splicers in here, so I go ahead and use Enrage just to kind of have them fight each other. That way I can get, any machine gun bullets hiding in that turret that I might need. Of course, I use the anti-personal rounds I have left over, which you can actually build a new invent, so if you come across that, just go ahead and use it. The thing about the plasmid change is it will automatically give you Incinerate 3 no matter what. Like, it will not give you Incinerate 1 or 2. If you have level 1, it won't give you 2. It will give you 3 straight away. Although it will not unlock it for you, it just instead, that's what the developers expect you to have at the moment, basically. They expect you to kind of have Incinerate 3. I don't know if I explained this in the last episode, I believe I did. But whenever you actually run out of Eve, you can wait for your plasmid to change. I didn't, I just want to get rid of some hypos. That's pretty much why I was doing that. I just want to kind of lessen down my hypos, so if I come across them, I can pick it up that way. If you wait for it to change, your Eve will actually come right back. So that's pretty nice. Another thing is we also get hypnotized Big Daddy, but since I haven't really harvested all the little sisters in the level already, I decided that hypnotizing a Big Daddy would be a bad idea. You hypnotize Big Daddy, whilst there is a little sister involved, she will basically explode pretty much. I don't think she'll actually explode. I think she's like disappears into like a cloud of dust or something. Something happens with them. I don't remember exactly 100% exactly what happened. Hell, I don't remember if they actually do. But last time I remember using a hypnotized Big Daddy plasmid on a Big Daddy, things went wrong. That's all I can remember. I mean, yeah, he did follow me around, didn't attack me or anything. They do actually follow you around though too. That's the interesting part. I don't know exactly how long they follow you around for, but if you get like if you get like level 2, they will definitely follow you around for quite a bit of time. So that's something nice to have. Right here, we're gonna get stuck with some turrets, and it looks like to me like a leadhead splicer. I believe there's a turret in here, and of course we're gonna get a Big Daddy fight coming soon. The reason why I didn't like this level when I was playing it first was because I died continuously. There was a continuous amount of deaths I had. And I actually decided, well, of course I decided, I edited all that out so you guys don't have to witness any of that crap that happened. But I just want to make mention that I did die plenty of times trying to take down one Big Daddy. It wasn't really luck-based either. It was just more of just me being stupid and not really trying to figure out how to take down the Big Daddy that I was supposed to. I guess you can say I got a little bit unlucky with my environment, you know. There wasn't really any cover. This is the first part. I actually do kill the Big Daddy, and then I recorded for, say, 10 minutes maybe, and all that recording is gone, pretty much. I died before I got a chance to save it. I'm like, please tell me I saved it, and I didn't. So, save slots are definitely a good thing. That's why I like to save them before I fight a Big Daddy. That way, knowing if I die by the Big Daddy's hands, I can come back and kick his ass that way. That's just pretty much how I see that as. There's going to be a Thugger Splicer and a Leadhead Splicer. This one's an electrified one, so basically Electro Bolt you have it equipped, which I think I probably did right there because a lot was just messing with me, maybe. You're not going to get any like it. Oh, actually it was Cyclone Trap. I was trying to use Cyclone Trap on these guys, not Electro Bolt, my bad. Cyclone Trap really just, I don't know. I used to like it, but now it's like, what's the point? There was this thing I used to do with Cyclone Trap. I'd put it on the ground, and I would switch to Winter Blast. Because, you know, when you pause the game, it's like Ratchet and Clank. The game just pauses when you switch your arsenal out. And I whipped out my heat-seeking rockets, and I would Cyclone Trap them, Winter Blast them in midair, kind of like, you know, how Mortal Kombat works where you freeze somebody and they are frozen in air. And then I would shoot my rockets at them and blow them straight out of, basically straight to hell. And I don't know, it was like my own variation of a wombo combo. But yes, I actually did take down this Big Daddy. And then 10 minutes later I did die and I have to do this whole fight again. And I think I fought him again and I kept dying and I kept dying. This was the time I actually got him down. As you can notice, I did actually edit out the saving clip. So this is when I actually finally just decided, you know what, screw it. I think shotgun is basically what's going to do. I looked at my thing to make sure how many little sisters I had left to harvest, and it seemed like I only had like one, so this was the last one, I believe. There's only 2 or 3 in this level. But yeah, right there, I was reloading. I was waiting. I was waiting for the lot 192 to change my plasmid. Because I was like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see how long it's going to take the same thing to go. So it was taking a little longer than I expected, and I decided to go ahead and harvest a little sister. What happens as soon as I do it? It changes my plasmid for me. Of course it does. As soon as I do it. Oh, this game just apparently hates me. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. I love this game enough. Hopefully it understands that I love it. So right here, we're going to get attacked by Leadhead Splicer. If you got Wrenchlerger on, you can't get spotted. That's the amazing thing about Wrenchlerger. That's why I decided to put on Wrenchlerger in this playthrough. Because I actually found it kind of useful. I never actually used to use Wrenchlerger before. I mean, I had it on when I got it, but I always would take it off later on because I just didn't feel like there was any use to it. Hell, I beat it with no, I beat this game without it on Survivor, no Vita-Chambers before. It's just, you can beat this game without basically any tonics. You really can. I mean, there's really no important tonic out there. There's really no game-breaking tonic at all. It's just, it's kind of, I don't know. That's why I love BioShock. Like, you basically pick what you want on. Sometimes, hell, I don't even buy, like, any of the tonics unless I go through New Game Plus now. I don't buy any of the tonics in the Gather's Card Machine unless I feel as if, okay, I need this now. I've got the money left over. Let's do this. So right here, we're going to have a turret and I don't remember, I think a Leadhead Splicer. No, a Nitro Splicer. We're going to have 2 of those. It's basically his turret, of course. This turret should not attack enemies unless the turret is hacked itself. By that, I mean hacked by you, not exactly the enemies. The thing about Apollo Square is it's a lot of, not apartment-based, but like really, like confined. I don't want to say hotel. Like it is an apartment. It feels. Of course, it's apartments, but I don't know how to put this. But it's really roomy. Let's say that. Like this seems like it's a hotel to me, but this is like a whole square, I guess, something like that. A place I wouldn't mind visiting myself. But yeah, it's very roomy. They got a lot of clinics and stuff like that going around here. And a lot of rooms on these, like a few floors, just like 2 or 3 floors of this. So make sure you check every room. You don't have to complete this. I just do it because, you know, there's potential items and stuff like that. That's how I get all the monies. You know, I run around and do all my stuff. So we're going to go inside the tree clinic. I think this is like a medical facility thing right here. Of course, it's a clinic. You're going to be met with a security camera and a security turret. Come in this room and you can pick up the other chemical for the Lot 192. I don't remember what it's called. This is the one that actually gets your plasmids right back to normal. If you have Cyclone Trap or Sonic Boom equipped, I want to say Sonic Boom equipped, or was it Cyclone Trap? I don't remember. If you have that in your plasmids, for some reason, it won't go to telekinesis. It'll go to that one instead. I don't remember if I'm 100% correct on that or not, but I believe that happened to me one time. Maybe I didn't have telekinesis on, but I doubt it because I always have telekinesis on. It makes the game so much easier. So right there, I picked up the tonic for Medical Expert 3, and I replaced my Medical Expert 1 with it, because now we get like a maximum amount of health pack healing edge. Basically just healing. So right here, we're going to get a few more splicers, and of course, one of them happens to have security bots roaming around, and now, since we enter that room, turrets are going to spawn, so be very careful of that too. There's a rocket turret, and this one, I believe, is just a normal machine gun turret. I actually hacked the security bot, and I go upstairs, and I let the security bot do all its work, right? I come back downstairs to find the security turret still alive, and I'm wondering, like, what the hell? I gave you... You had one job, dude. You had one job. Nope, apparently my security bot died, or got shut down, or something. So right here we're going to be met with another rocket turret. Just take him out with a few telekinesis shots and he'll be done. Then we're going to get attacked by 2 thuggish splicers. And I believe just 1 leadhead. It should be 1 leadhead. And of course, you know, just take out the thugs. They're not really that hard. Bloodlust is like the best thing to use on thuggish splicers because they get knocked out with a wrench rather quickly. I mean, leadheads will give you the most health because they take forever to kill, but they can still melee you too, so you gotta be very careful of that as well. Of course, check everything in this room. There'll be a healing station, and there would be actually a safe. I screw this up a lot. I end up screwing myself in the pooch on this one on accident, and yeah, maybe I skipped it. I don't know. I might have died at this part, and then I might have skipped to this again. Okay, actually, I get this one right, huh? That might have been the last part of the recording because I remember screwing that up a lot. Like I set off the overdrive or the override and everything like that. Overdrive. I set off like the override and all that good stuff, and it just that's what got me. So now we're gonna have to face down another Thugger Splicer. Really easy stuff. Nothing really hard about lightning coming out of their hands or anything like that. No, really, there's really no benefit to them at all. Besides, they can't get shocked. That's practically about it. That's all I've. Damn. That's all I've ever come to know, and it's just. It's more inconvenient, really, than anything else. Because, like, even though I don't shock people, if they're in water, I usually tend to just, you know, say, okay, I'm going to shock your ass and just get this over with, so. But, you know, if they have lightning coming at them, that ain't going to happen. So now we took out all the turrets. I believe we crossed all the floors, so I checked my map to make sure I did everything just right. And here's my little parkour tricks. I don't know why I jumped on the fence trying to get down faster. It actually would have been faster if I would have just went down the stairs normally, but apparently I decided not. Or I decided that, well, I decided that wasn't true. So I come down here and I look for my security. You know, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, the turret's gone. Apparently not. Apparently the turret wasn't gone. My security bot was actually the person that died. What an idiot. Oh man, I'm also really excited today because on my main channel, my Let's Play channel, I finally finished Ninja Gaiden. Oh goodness. I don't know if I'll do Master Ninja for hardcore or not. I may attempt it. I don't know, maybe one day. It depends on how my skill would be against that game. That game is ridiculously hard. And it's a challenge I'm willing to face. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm exactly ready for this. Oh, I remember how I died. Okay, so right here, there's a group of splicers. If you enrage them or just grenade launch them, whichever way you prefer. I prefer to enrage them first and then grenade launch. That way I can get some damage in and get them pissed off at each other. There was a Big Daddy roaming around. I accidentally somehow either hit the Big Daddy or threw an enrage at him, and I pissed him off. And then he came up and killed me. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. He kicked my ass. I will admit that he did kick my ass, and I was a little bit upset with that too. Yeah, I wasn't really genuinely happy with that. If I would have had like Hypnotized Big Daddy, that might have done some good, but you know, we're doing harvesting, not really doing rescuing. Hey, I made the choice. Technically, if you wanted to, you could rescue the little sisters until you get Hypnotized Big Daddy 2. After you get Hypnotized Big Daddy 2, you can harvest the rest of the little sisters to gain even more Adam. In hindsight, that would have been smart, but this is me we're talking about. If you guys are, like, right now still messing up, there's an idea for you. If you want to go back and just, you know, if you're tired of dealing with Big Daddies, if you want to go back and do all this again, be my guest. But this is basically me just harvesting all those sisters. I'm doing it, you know, been doing it for the past few videos. Might as well just keep doing it now. So right there, I bought Machine Buster 2, and I think I forgot what else I bought. I think I bought Wrench Lever 2 as well. So now my footsteps are completely silent, and I do even more damage when I hit from the back. And I also have Machine Buster, which I do way more damage to machines, which is more convenient than actually good. Like, it really is just a convenience thing. Like, I don't like dealing with turrets or security bots for that matter. So I just like having Machine Buster on. That way I can just take them out a lot faster than I normally would, basically. So right here, I get a few shots in. I miss a few of them, of course. And I end up actually getting the security bot on my side. And this time, taking out the Thugger Splicer. And I think there's a Leadhead as well. I think it's just a Thug. And no, there's two Thugs. And I think there should be like one Leadhead in here somewhere. I thought there was. So yeah, I guess apparently they both died because I checked for one and then one of them died and I got hit again. And I don't exactly know what I got hit by. Okay, yeah, so she still was alive. He or she, I can't tell from this. Yeah, there was a Leadhead, okay. So it's a Leadhead and two Thugs. That's basically what you gotta deal with here. Man, just watching me use a Tommy gun in this game makes me want to go play Red Steel 2. That's a fun-ass game right there. You know, actually, technically, if I wanted to, that game has it has a hard difficulty. I'd like to do a guide of that, too. That'd be a fun one. It's a fun-ass game, guys. I'm serious. For a Wii title, I was impressed. I was glad I bought it, because it kind of gave me a BioShock feel of, like, collecting coins and doing missions and shit. Which was awesome. You know, being able to upgrade my powers, upgrade my weapons with, like, you know, coinage and stuff like that. It was really awesome. Red Steel 2 is a game that does not need to be taken lightly. It's a fun-ass game. And I recommend it for anybody who's a fan of, not really shooter games, but just, I don't know, I guess first-person games. If you really like first-person games, that's definitely a game for you to play. It's not really a shoot-'em-up game, because you only get like 4 guns. And the guns are mainly used for like combat efficiency anyway, just to help with your sword. You're mainly going to be hacking through enemies a lot more than shooting them, I can tell you that. Plus you get more money for basically hacking through guys. I actually did a Let's Play on a long time ago, but I got copyrighted by Ubisoft, and I quit it, so... Like, they only copyrighted with the acknowledgement thing. It was like... I couldn't... Well, I didn't dispute it. It was more of a acknowledge that it exists kind of thing. It's like, yes, I know. That's okay. It's Ubisoft's game. I get that. I respect that. I'm not making any money off of it. It was just for fun, that's all. Which this is basically what this channel as well. This is just for fun. Just a way for me to keep my sanity, I guess you could say. So, I guess I have not been talking about this guide for like the past few seconds here, but I'm pretty sure you guys kind of figured out what was going on. If you come down here, we're going to have a UN vent station. There's going to be a few splicers spawning in here. I think like maybe a thug or two. There will be propane, so if you want to use the propane on them, you can. I tried to, but I ended up hitting the chair instead and hurting myself along the way. There actually is a part of the people station in this level. I think there's only just one part of the people station, which we'll actually end up seeing in a few minutes. I'm just gonna check the luggage, check all the shoe boxes, take down this thug. Basically just scavenge. That's pretty much what I'm doing in this little room. You could literally just skip this whole thing and just go right on it. Well, actually, I recommend getting the Power to the People station. I recommend getting all the weapon upgrades. And also, when I do BioShock 2 on hard mode, for like a hard mode guide, I'm going to get all 14 of the Power to the People stations, but I will not get all 16 of the upgrades. That's the thing about BioShock 2. I think there's 16 or 17 upgrades, but you can only get 14 of them. Yeah, that's a pity, but it's something you got to deal with, I guess. Basically, you can't upgrade the drill. That's pretty much what it is. There's really no point in upgrading the drill, really, because you get like reflector ability, and I don't remember. I think the other ability was like a damage increase to your drill or something like that. I don't remember. I started playing BioShock 2 recently, and I have very vague memory of playing that game very much. I played multiplayer a lot on it, and I had a blast playing multiplayer with it when it came out. I pre-ordered that game too. Like as soon as I played BioShock and beat it, I'm like, I gotta pre-order BioShock 2 because it's coming out like next year, quick. Gotta get right on that shit. And then 2012 was coming around the corner, and BioShock Infinite was coming out, and I was getting really hyped up for that game, like 2011 or 2012-ish. And we saw the first trailer, and I thought, man, this game looks fantastic. Then I looked back on like the BioShock trailers, and I'm like, this doesn't even look anything like what BioShock turned out to be. But I still love it. But I still love the trailer for, the first trailer for BioShock. I always kind of dreamed to myself, like, maybe I'll get to see a game like that one day. No, we got the game we got, so I guess beggars can't be choosers, but if I could choose, I want that game that we were shown, not this pile of... Okay, I'm gonna offend somebody. I think it's just crap, okay? Because I'm a guy who's played this game through the thick and thin, for most of it, most of its life, and just, I've broken a copy of it. My original copy's broken, and now I got this extra copy. Thankfully, thanks to BioShock Infinite for that. So, it's funny how the one thing I didn't like BioShock Infinite having, which was a copy of BioShock Infinite, because I didn't want people... This is going to sound like a douche move. I didn't really want people to experience BioShock 1, because I'm one of those kinds of guys who's like... I don't want people to experience a game that I love because of another game that I hate, But I'm pretty much over that now, and, people can play... Anybody can play BioShock, I don't care, it's just... It bugs me when people come up to me and say, like, BioShock Infinite's like the best game ever. Game of the Year award. And it's just like, no. Just stop. This is... No. Enough. Compared to the original BioShock, that game is shit. I'm just saying. In my opinion. And it's all my opinion. It's a bad game? No. Do I think it... Do I not like it? Of course I don't like it. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. Actually, I will give credit where credit's due. The gameplay is fantastic. I mean, I don't really like the... Well, actually, I like the shield idea. I actually kind of like that little idea. And I like how that regenerates, but your health doesn't. That's, that's a BioShock concept right there that I can stick with. Upgrading your guns, I like the guns a little bit. I mean, not all of them are that good. But, at first I didn't like the idea of not being able to carry all your guns, but I kind of like it at the same time. Kind of like having that two-piece thing. The gunplay is good, the gameplay is good, but I just feel like the characters and the story were just something I just didn't like. I don't know, that's just me. Like I said, I give credit where credit's due. If I don't like the story, that doesn't mean it's a bad story, it's just... I feel like the direction and just the characters were... Oh, and believe me, the Lutesses, God, you are so fucking annoying. like, one of them would always turn her head the other way, like, every time she talked. It's like, would you just talk to me straight up? Quit! The animation for it was, in my opinion, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. You gotta respect me. If you like the game, that's great. Go play it. I don't care. What I'm saying is, I feel like the animation in that game was horrible. But then again, I have to understand that the people who made this game made that game. And it's weird for me to say, you know, for me to understand that. I hate on BioShock Infinite all the time, and I probably should stop doing that. I mean, I do play it, you know, every once in a while. I mean, I'm still working on 1999 mode, which I would love to do for this channel, but we'll see where that goes. That's actually kind of difficult, to be honest. Actually, it's really hard. If you don't have the right gear, that's pretty much how it works. But I'm going to cheat and be a douche. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to cheat that crap. I ain't going to do it the right way. So, we are nearing the end of this video. This is basically Apollo Square. Next up is Point Prometheus and the Proving Grounds. And after that will be the Fontaine boss fight. And I will leave Fontaine as its own video. And we'll do Point Prometheus, which actually is an easier level than this one. And Proving Grounds, which is a completely ridiculously easy level as well. Very short, very short. So, without further ado, folks, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time when we play some more BioShock Survivor, no Vita-Chambers. What do I say when we play? Just say, like, for my guide. I'll see you guys in the next guide. I'll see you guys in the next episode of this guide. I should start working on my outro now. Yeah, we're gonna actually fight another Leadhead and another Thug or Splicer, so just put up with that. And we'll be on our merry way. And this guy, and he's down and out for the count. Alright. Check for any food, any supplies, nothing. Alright, so now we're gonna basically head to Point Prometheus, and I get stuck right here, and I whack the thing. Fuck you. Anyway, folks, take care, everybody.